Yeah, so you'll notice that, look at the notation, right? What do you notice about the I and J? They've got tildes, which means that they are...
They're just saying like 3x and then 4y.
Exactly right, yeah. It's saying, they're called, we'll look at them in a second, they're called it's called component form, right? So it's essentially saying, I've got 3 lots of the horizontal and 4 lots of the vertical. So you can treat it in the same kind of way. Cool. And this is what I was talking about before, Angus, this idea of component form, right? We're thinking about breaking it into its horizontal and vertical components, okay? So using the unit vectors along the axis, this is like its general form here, right? The vector v can be represented by some amounts of its horizontal plus some amounts of its vertical here, and that's what the other form that was you were talking about. So I'm going to open this guy up. So, there's your vector, and you can see like as you drag it around, you can actually create any vector you want using this form. Oh, you have to use sliders. Okay, so you can create any kind of vector you want, and it has some amount of horizontal and some amount of vertical component there, right? And we can also see its magnitude and direction as well. So Pythagoras' theorem and using your inverse tan there. Okay, so just to recap, these are all the different vector notations that we've looked at so far. Again, there's a lot, right? But you see how they kind of naturally appeared, right? We looked at this tilde when we were looking at displacement vectors because there's no like, we don't have the origin anymore. The O to A, that was the position vector though. The bolded one, that's if you're just kind of like on a computer and you can bold it, I guess. I can't really see other situations that use that. The column notation, that's, I guess, to distinguish it from the ordered pairs to represent that vector, although ironically we do use ordered pairs still, which I do think is a bit more confusing. We have the component form, which uses the vectors along the horizontal and vertical axis, and then we have the unit vector as well, which is right, the idea that we're looking for the vector that's just one unit length going in the same direction there. Okay.